Sprocket game right here. We're gonna go into sandbox flat. And we're gonna look at this tank here. So what you're seeing is freeform. We don't care about it really. What you're seeing is basic shape and armor structure right here. So say we have a tank that we want to make, but we don't want to use this mode because it's kind of stinky doo-doo. So we can set this to whatever, it doesn't really matter. We'll be deleting this sponson anyway. You just hold shift and then right click on the points in the points mode. Then click on delete, shift, right click again, click on fill, the second button here, well technically third. You select this point, look under position, you check which position changes. X, okay, so X minus 1000, X minus 1000. You can see that a 25-degree offset is about 240 millimeters, which is wrong. That should be more. You can see the back hasn't changed. We have to change that too. And now we have a sponsorless tank. Now, quick track tutorial. You can turn off sync to chassis. And you can set the separation to whatever you want. But 1900 is always the best for starter. And then you can also set the length of the entire track. I don't care about that right now. You also have a length sync. You can turn that off and you can select the number of road wheels you want, for example. You can also select the wheels under here and change your wheels. Say you want to change this wheel to hit the exact measurement 0.68. And this also turn off length sync, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna move the sprocket. Now you can see we have a way shorter tank. Now, quick engine tutorial. Displacement just gives you more torque and also increases your engine size. The best one for a starter is either 0.88 or 142 in interval error. You always want 6 gears, no matter what. You don't have to fiddle with this. I often leave it alone. The most important part is the upshift and downshift here. You kind of want to balance that out, and you also want your idle RPM higher if you want to start out faster. You move your steering wheel up like this. I turned off the crew requirements for this version. You can do this in settings, cheat, and you can turn that off. Place anywhere is very useful too. I accept. Now, to make a driver, you do this. Steering controls, driver. Now, we need to make a driver viewport if you have the limiters. And now, he has a driver's viewport. Steering controls, driver. Let's do that again. That works. I don't know why it requires the driver viewport on the other tank. And you can see your tank is pretty fast now, but you don't have a lot of fuel. So you go into powertrain, fuel tanks. You just kind of dump it in like this. I'm using the resize tool, right click basically on it, that sort of thing. Say you want to give your tank some details, let's give it some of this, I don't care. Let's make this a shitty casemate. So a shitty casemate it is. What gun do we want to give it? Schneider cannon. You can see that the gun goes outside the hull, so we select here. We lower the elevation and we lower the gun depression. And now it doesn't go outside. Now we hide this so it looks less ugly. Now we have to get a fire control sight module or whatever the fuck this thing is called. And now we gotta get some ammo. And if you hold it near the center, it's gonna center it. So it's completely fine. We don't want that many rounds. 68 rounds is enough. Then you want 2 more crew. You want this guy to say operate the laying drive, this guy to operate the breach, this guy to be the gunner. Oh no, he can't see. Who gives a fuck? We have the cheats enabled. And now you can see that our gun is working. And if you want to make your guns traverse faster, hold on. Do you see this blue thing in the middle? I'm going to add a static segment. Do you see how it moves when you add more segments or weight at the front? Say like this. See how it moves? That's the balancing point. That's where you want to balance your gun. So 25 is too much for it to handle. 35 is good enough. And we can also make it turn side to side, although I don't want to make it turn too much. So I'm just going to give it 2 degrees. And look, it turns side to side, 2 degrees. Wow, crazy, right? You have your tank pretty much made now. And now for armor. If you want armor, select faces group in the structure. Select those those faces, say 34 millimeters. This, say 22 millimeters. A roof, 8 millimeters. Nobody's gonna shoot you there. Belly, 15 millimeters. You want that so that you can avoid like falls and shit. Thickness, 8 millimeters. 8 millimeters. And also this upper one, 8 millimeters. And now your chassis is pretty much done. You can select the tracks, you can customize them. You can go into paint, say you have custom paints, you can apply them here. You can change the tint value, so for example this is now dark blue. You can change the grime value as well, and now it looks grimy as fuck. You can put like a decal on it. Let's say we want the decals there. There's also the symmetry mode button, global space button. Placement tools will be done relative to the world instead of relative to the rotation, which I have never used this. This is shit. It literally does not work. Default snapping, toggle whether rotation snapping is on by default. You can turn that off or on. I don't really use that either. What else? That's pretty much it. You want to put some hatches for your crew, there you go. You can put some hatches. You're gonna hatch for the back. Oh, it won't fit. Just go into this mode, make it fit. You want a machine gun? Sure, you have a fucking machine gun now. And that's pretty much it.